Hey everybody, it's Mischievous Mel live from Rockwell Unseen Music Magazine, Tattoo.com, Rockwell Radio on the Edge, and the Edge Rock Radio on ShipRocked 2019 with the fucking man himself who has built this fucking festival.
Alan Koenig.
I just want to say something to you, sir.
Yes.
Happy birthday to you. We turned fucking 10 this year. That's right, ShipRocked is 10.
We are. It's our 10th anniversary, yeah.
Did you ever imagine?
I imagine doing it. I don't know that I would have imagined it becoming what it's become. You know, we obviously endeavor to work and have it succeed and grow every year, but to grow to where it's grown, to become what it's become, to have the community of fans that come year after year come together in the way that they have to support rock music, to have the lineups we've had and been lucky enough to have over these years. No, I mean, I wish I could say yes. I envisioned all of this the way it's happened, but no, it's pretty surprising, and we're really fortunate and blessed to have gotten to this point.
Well, what I really fucking love about this is I'm a returner, and the fact
How
that
many years?
only two.
Well, it's okay. Two's fine.
Only two, just based on the fact that we travel, we do all this, which is your birthday present,
Oh, cool.
is what we do. But what it surprises me and also makes me happy is that you brought bands on like fucking Motionless in White.
Yeah.
And because now I can go from like Suicidal, Nothing More, 10 years, and then I get to go see Motionless and fucking Bullet for my Valentine, and then the fucking best front man that Jesus has ever made, I swear to God, made from the goddamn Stardust itself, Jacoby, and then just walk around and stand in the buffet line with him.
That's right. Then you go to the buffet after.
Right.
Yeah, we're like I said, we're really fortunate and blessed to have had the lineups we've had. You know, if I've had a vision for ShipRocked, it's for it not to be one thing. And I'm a music fan. I'm a fanatic. I listen to everything. And so, you know, I endeavor every year to try to build a lineup that has a little something for everybody. And, you know, it all starts with our guest surveys. Obviously, we want to try to bring on the artists that the fans want to see. Motionless is one that they've wanted for a while, and we were able to work it out this time. I Prevail is another one that was really high on our survey lists. And, of course, Jacoby and Papa Roach have been with us a couple times before, and we were so excited to have them for our 10th. And, yeah, I don't know. We work really hard to try to have a mix metal, punk, hard rock, active rock, whatever that means, you know, harder alternative, whatever that means. Just great live rock music.
Well, and you bring the culture with it because you brought Suicidal, so you got that in there. But you also brought the tattoos into it. We've got South Bay Mike fucking killing it up there. And I heard that he even gave Jacoby a little Mickey Mouse.
I don't know if he's done it yet. Yes, I heard them talking about doing it the other day, and it either happened last night or it's happening tonight. I don't know. Maybe it's already happened. I don't know.
Don't worry, by the time this views, it's already happened, so I'm not letting anything out that I
It's already
can.
happened. Yes. And I did hear it was an older Mickey Mouse design. Yeah.
Yes, I heard the story behind it was something for his grandmother, but I didn't get all personal.
Yeah, we were standing in here the other day, and I heard him explaining what he was wanting. But unfortunately, as many directions as I get pulled, I don't know that I heard the whole story. But yeah, something of family that means something to him. So that's pretty cool.
And speaking of family, the fucking other thing I love about this cruise is I'm looking around and I'm seeing little itty bitties all the way up to people that are, you know, like 60, 70, you know, like that you would not expect to see on a rock and metal cruise out there with their fist in the air and shaking it.
Yeah,
I love that.
It's you know, we don't have a ton of kids that come year to year because it's a rock festival, and you know, younger kids maybe it's not so easy for parents to bring, but the reality is a lot of these kids love rock music, and so they come along and enjoy the shows. When we plan with the ship every year, and they have kids services, and they want to know, what do you need? We're like, we don't know, because a lot of the kids like to go to the shows and be a part of that. Yeah, I mean, family is the right word, whether it's traditional, true families of guests coming on board, or whether it's just this amazing group of guests that have come together and really become a family in a way that we never envisioned. I mean, the true phenomenon of ShipRocked is the guests and the way that they've embraced this silly booze cruise that we put together every year that's become what it is. And like I said, we're just blessed and fortunate to do what we do. They make it special with the way that they come together every year and spend really even throughout the course of the year getting together with each other, staying at each other's houses, going to festivals together in a way that we never envisioned. I mean, we're like I said, I rent a boat, I throw a booze cruise with a bunch of amazing bands, but it's become the event it's become because the fans have become this incredible family.
Well, and a lot of these bands are having children. I mean, Jacoby's on stage with his children. I mean, just the so many levels that it crosses. It's just so touching.
Well, a big part of it is a vacation. I mean, it is a festival, but it's really a cruise. I mean, it's a vacation cruise. We're going to Mexico, or we're going to the Bahamas, or wherever we go from year to year. And so we encourage the bands to bring their families. Obviously, we encourage the fans to the extent they want to bring their kids for the shows, because it's a vacation. It's a festival. It's a different kind of festival, obviously, but it's really at the core of it. It's a vacation for people. So I think it's great. We love it when the bands bring the wives and the kids and use it as a vacation as much as the guests do.
And the concept of you guys doing like theme nights and musical chairs, I actually practiced really hard for that, but I missed it because we were doing interviews. Yeah. But I was like, I'm going to win that, even if I got to like knock somebody out to get that. So I talk all this shit before the boat, like I'm going to win it, but I never got to play. But I mean, like you're doing that, and the fact that there's like yoga going on, and there's health seminars, or there's, you can go to the bar and do the thing. I mean, it's fucking phenomenal. Yeah. So what made you decide, oh, hey, we're going to do this awesome rock cruise, but then let's have dress-up night where we all do, you know what I mean? Like,
it's just
what kind of mad scientist?
It's an extra fun element that just adds to the overall experience. Theme nights are certainly nothing new, and, there's theme nights at bars in your local town, and so we thought, okay, well, we'll do theme nights on the ship, the different silly fun events and activities that we do. Some of them we made up, some of them we've stolen from kids' camps. My kid was a Cub Scout, and so we've taken all kinds of ideas from YouTube videos of church camps or kids camps, or we try. The ship actually does a lot of fun stuff on a normal cruise, like the dating game. We did the love and marriage thing with LJ and his wife the other night, and that's something that Carnival does normally on their cruise ships. So every once in a while we steal something from the cruise line to add to our docket, but. It's just an extra way for people to enjoy themselves outside of the concert, the concert experience. And obviously, being on a cruise ship, you have a spa, you have a fitness center, So we try to give them lots of choices, a big menu of things that they can do during the cruise. Doesn't mean they have to do it all, but we just give them the opportunity to really find their way through the cruise and enjoy it as a vacation, as a party, as a festival, as whatever they want to make it.
Another thing that I've really noticed is really cool is you guys are not just about partying and having fun. You have all of this going on around us, and you're helping cancer, and you're doing raffles. And this one I almost did tear up because I was friends with Ollie. So seeing that, of course, Dimes. This has been a hard year for music, but. How did you incorporate all that? I mean, do you have a special someone in your life that you started it for, or is it just, you want to give back?
Mostly giving back. The Cancer Sucks folks I met actually before I even started the cruise. Rick Fish. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. Rick Horton. And I met, I guess a couple years before I was doing the cruise, I was working with an artist, and he donated a check to that artist's charity, and he and I became friends. And when I started doing the cruise, I said, hey, do you want to, be a part of this thing? Because we'd like to have a charitable element to it. We'd like to have something to give back. And he said, yeah. And so he's been with us, from the beginning. And I didn't have anybody when we started it. A very good friend of mine, a guy that was in my wedding years ago, passed away 2 years ago of cancer, and Rick was gracious enough to take all the money from that year's onboard auction and donate it to a cancer treatment center in his name. So I didn't have a personal direct connection to cancer at the beginning when we started working with Cancer Sucks and Rick, but I do now, and so it makes it that much more special, I guess. Yeah.
So if you could change your lineups in any way, because like I said, I love what you're doing, what for you would be like the ultimate change?
Well, we try to change it from year to year. Like I said, I don't want ShipRocked to be one thing. I want it to really I want to do everything I can every year to make it a new and interesting lineup, whether we're bringing bands that we've had in the past back, or bringing on artists like a Suicidal or a Living Color, or we've had everybody from Queensryche to Filter to Fuel to, 68 last night, who's a great up-and-coming young band. Like I said, I'm a fan. I'm a music junkie, and I listen to everything. And so I want to have a lineup every year that's fresh, that's new, that's interesting, that also the fans want to see. If there was one band, I couldn't tell you. I mean, there's too much stuff that I like.
I feel you on that.
I guess what I'm saying is I don't really want to change it because we try to change it every year. So, you know.
I guess the question would have been better put if I said, you know, what band would you want, and then throw you on the spot like that, because as you say, there's 1,000.
There's too many.
Yeah.
There's too many. I mean, a lot of young bands. I mean, there's a wide variety of really great new rock music. Younger bands, newer bands, everything but Nothing But Thieves, Twin Atlantic, Def Havana, a lot of UK bands I'm into right now.
What about Counterfeit? Have you heard of Counterfeit?
I love Counterfeit's fantastic.
Can I put my vote in for Counterfeit and Ginger?
Great. Yep, Counterfeit's great. Turnstile's great. You know, this year we hear Hyro coming on. He's amazing. You know, and then there's some other kind of mid-level bands. I really dig the Struts. I'm a huge Royal Blood fan. Other, you know, bigger bands. Obviously, I love Volbeat. I think Bring Me the Horizon's new stuff is great. And, you know, maybe it's a little more pop sounding, but they still rock. This is a rock cruise. If they're a great live rock band, I don't care if they have keyboards and, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter to me. I don't know. I like everything. So, I mean, like I said, I could envision a day where like a Cypress Hill or somebody could be on here too, just because they're such a great, it's hip hop, but it's still rock to a lot of us, you know, a lot of us that listen to the music.
I feel it. Well, sir, I know that you have been up here for like hours and you are hungry, so we appreciate your time. Plus, the food on the ship is badass delicious. I'm just saying.
Yeah, the ship's been really fantastic this year. We've the 10 years we've done the cruise, this has been the smoothest by far, even despite the few little weather things we had at the beginning. It's really been smooth, and the ship has really helped to make it fun for the guests, and the food has been phenomenal. Yeah.
It had. I gotta ask though, it is a 10-year cruise and 10 years is on here. Was that planned or?
Maybe. Yeah. We love 10 years. They were on our second cruise, I think, second or third. But they're just friends. They're family friends of the ShipRocked community, and so yeah, we hadn't had them back in a minute, so we wanted to bring them back, and so yes, I suppose yes, it was pretty purposeful to have them come back.
I love it. I was thinking that. I'm like, oh my God. And then, like I said, when I heard the lineup, I like melted. I'm like, I got to be on that boat. I sold my soul, but it was already sold, so I had to sell his. So, you know, that's right. You better sell your soul to be here on fucking ShipRocked, because this is 10 years, next year's 11, and it's only getting better, and I don't even know how the fuck you can make it better. And this is the genius behind it. So thank you.
Thank you. We'll make it one louder. How about that?
We can do that. We can do that. All right. I like that.